When I look at myself now, I wish I didn't spend the money on degeneracy and, fun stuff. I wish I would have spent my money on making myself a more valuable person. Back then I used to spend so much freaking money on like clothes, going out, junk food, video games, stupid vacations, like just dumb stuff, right? Yo, Call of Duty just came out with the new DLC, or that's not even a thing anymore. Came out with the new battle pass. You gotta buy it, bro. Like, it's some crazy stuff on it. And then there's like the skin from like another $15. Like, you get the point. If this sounds like you, I'm gonna show you how to spend your money for the best ROI from 18 to like 25. And trust me, here's the story why. It's like, I was actually looking at my Cash App transactions, right? From back when I was like 16 to like when I was 22. And bro, they have this pie graph. It's so humbling. They got this pie graph and it literally told me that I spent $22,000 on junk food from that time. Can you imagine that? That's $22,000 of freaking Taco Bell. Now, I need to get sponsored by them, even though I don't eat it on a daily basis anymore. It's like, bro, can you think of that? What can you do with $22,000? You can probably buy your dream car that you want right now from high school. $22,000, and that's not even the worst part. Then I was looking at my builds, like my PC builds, all my video games, my video game collection, all that. Because I was gaming a lot, bro. I was probably spending at least per week 40 hours to 50 hours playing video games. Probably even more. Bro, $15,000. Let's put that together. Bro, that's what, $27,000 I spent on just stuff that I don't even use or need right now. Bro, I could have put myself in a way better position right now. So I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you because I look at you as my younger self. You need to understand that there's good ways to spend your money and then there's bad ways to spend your money. And you know that already, but you don't know exactly what those things are. Don't just save your money just to save your money. Give your money a job. Give your money something to do, right? Whether it's a goal, whether it's for you to go to school, whether it's a fantastic vacation that you can take once a year. Give your money a job, because what happens is that I know a lot of people that just save their money and then, they get to a point where like in their life, they're a little bit more free. They're a little bit more like into degeneracy and stuff like that. And then they blow it. This happened to me a long time ago. But like, bro, like I got laid off from my job. I got my severance pay. I got my 401k back. I got all this stuff, bro. Like, overnight, I had, I lost my job, but I had like 14 grand. Bro, by the end of the summer, it was gone. But I went to a bunch of different places. I went to like festivals. I went to festivals. I went to vacations. I went to see Bad Bunny twice in the same year. I went to go see Alejandro, but I saw all these people and I spent $14,000 within 3 months. And I was only 23 at the time. And I'm talking to you because I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of my younger self right now. It's give your money a job. In high school, you want to be something, right? Like whether you want to go work at a job, right, a 9 to 5, which is okay if you want to do that. But like, let's say you want to be an entrepreneur. Instead of spending your money, it's like, oh yeah, no, I got to get this laptop, this, and that. Why don't you spend the money on that $1,000 mentorship program that is probably going to give you more ROI than that laptop's going to give you? Because you can probably do the same thing on a used $500 laptop versus a $3,000 laptop. I know people that not even in the trade yet, they're not even in school yet to be what they want to be yet, but they know that they need this $3,000 laptop later on and then they buy it. It's like, bro, you can do so much better if you like buy a mentorship or books or, even like, let's say you want to take like 3 months off, but really go into like just learning something or just trying to figure something out versus you just going to like your Chipotle job and just putting freaking meat into a bowl all day, right? You can probably take those 3 months off if you have like 10 grand saved and you won't even miss that money and you have so much time to yourself. You're getting your time back. That time that you can use, bro, think about it. If you took away that time, let's say you lost maybe, I don't know, average salary over there is probably $3,000 a month, right? So you probably lost like 9 grand in that time, but you didn't really spend that much money because you didn't need to. And then all you had to do, was just now implement what you learned. And then next thing you know, you're making like $80,000 a year because now you know how to code or you know how to do something else. That's investment. But it's not something that's shown on paper, and that's why it's hard to think of it like that, right? You can only change the way that you make money, or it could be a time thing, right? What if you want a job that is maybe part-time, but it makes a lot of freaking money, but you got to learn the skill? There you go. Now you have time freedom. Yeah, you still have a job, but now you have time freedom. You don't have to work 8 hours a day. Maybe you only have to work 3 times a week. Maybe if you're a freelance, a video editor, or maybe, you start hiring people for you, and then, they can edit for you, and all you have to do is just check in every once in a while and make sure they're doing their job right. Bro, you can be doing your job in freaking Bermuda or freaking Colombia or wherever, all because you made that one decision. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna take 3 months off and I'm gonna be productive with the money that I have. A big thing was that one summer, I wasn't living below my means. I try to live, keep in mind, I just lost my job. I try to live my life as if I was still making that check at the end of the month. You gotta understand that you gotta live below your means. I've kind of seen that a little bit now that I'm working from home and stuff like that. I'm living a little bit more below my means. I'm not spending as much money on my gas because I don't have to drive as far. My food, I've made it very, very simple. I'm spending, exactly $120 a week on high protein food. And that is a lot cheaper than what I was spending before, because depending, and it was just junk food or something like that. And then on the weekends, I would spend like another $200 on going out. So it's like, I'm really saving a lot of money there. You should just live life as like you're just living minimum wage, right? Even if you're making good money. If you live minimum wage, but now you go buy yourself a freaking crazy ass apartment, now you're not living below your means, right? If you can try to stay home for a little bit, but like contribute a little bit, give some money to your parents, this and that, or like try to take care of like groceries or take care of something. That can probably get you really far out. And then who knows, maybe like your YouTube page pops off, or your influencer page pops off, or your job pops off, and you can finally get that remote job, and now you can work from home, an apartment in Colombia, in Medellin or something like that, and really be living below your means, right? Think about it like this. Over here, I can easily spend about $500, $600 just to live every 2 weeks. $600 over there, I can live for 2 months easily. Granted, I have to buy the freaking Airbnb, for a month, but that's still, bro, it's like another $600. I'm not even gonna spend the amount of money that I'm gonna spend here just to survive. So it's like, think of it like that. Think of it like those certain things. Like, I'm trying to work on some point next year that I'm gonna probably go to Colombia for like about a month, 2 months, judging if this page pops off or not. When I'm there, bro, like my plan is just to live so below my means so that when I come back, bro, I take care of everything, and now I can go and buy a property out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the investments. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys came into the video and you're just like, oh, like how do I buy property? How do I buy this? How do I buy that? Bro, you need to invest in yourself. You need to make yourself more valuable. You gotta understand that it's like, it's one thing to want to become an entrepreneur and to become successful. It's another thing to understand, like, what does it take? Is like, you really think that these YouTubers are making all their money just from, YouTube videos? They're making their money off of the courses that they sell. Those $120,000 months that they're talking about is not from YouTube. It's from the courses that they sell. Here's the next thing for like the guys and stuff like that, because, cars is a big thing in my life, is buy a car that you can actually afford, right? Don't fall into a trap of trying to buy the car that your credit can buy you, right? If you have good credit, it's kind of like a trick. It's almost like a scam. It's like, okay, yeah, you can get this brand new M340i, and it's gonna cost you $700, and you can afford it with your job and how much you're gonna put down. But bro, that's gonna set you back so much. I think my current car right now, my S6, I only paid $13,000 out the door with it. Now the car is worth a little bit more than that, but like before that I had my RSX, and I was just as happy with my RSX. Bro, anytime something went wrong on that car, bro, it was like $120 fix. Like, it was not that bad. Now the car that I have now is a little bit different. Something happened on that car, I gotta have some money saved up, but I'm still below my means, right? I didn't go out and buy myself a brand new Civic for 35 grand. I didn't go out and buy myself an M340i for 60 grand, even though my credit said I could have afforded it, right? That is the biggest trap, bro. Do you know how many people I know that work just so they can have their car? That's their only happiness. They can't go on vacations. They can't buy the clothes that they want. They can't go out whenever they want. They can't, they have to watch out what they eat, because if they spend too much money, bro, like the repo guy comes and takes their car. Like, bro, I don't want to live like that. That's like living with a ball and a chain, bro. Like, you gotta remember, for us, the first big purchase of our life is our car. Then it's school, then it's a house. Don't make that a ball and chain for you. I guess the one thing I will say to spend your money on, if you're working hard, if you do all these things, is these big vacations. I'm really not a big, like I said, back, a couple years ago when I spent those 14 grand in that, when I spent that 14 grand in that one summer, what I can say about that is there was all these small vacations. Don't get me wrong, they were fun, and I don't regret that. But I do regret how much money I spent. I think it's a lot better to take one big vacation for one big lump sum a year to a nice tropical, or like to go see family or something like that. Like, for example, I'm just gonna, like, the best way for me to explain this to you is to give you an example, right? So every year we go to Cancun, or we go to DR, or we go to Colombia, and I just budget myself $3,000 to go every year, right? And my yearly income is about 80 grand. So like, let's just say rough estimate, it's around 7% of my income. Yet when I go, bro, I'm relaxed. It's all inclusive. Everything is paid for already. I don't have to worry about me getting stiffed with a bill at the club, or me, getting stuck with like some stupid bill. Like, bro, like, it's so worry-free. When I'm there, I don't think about anything. I don't think about the bills at home. I don't think about my job. I don't think about anything. Problem is with these smaller, like, small vacations, it's like you go and then you come back straight back to your responsibilities. When I go for a week, bro, like, it's such a reliever. And if you want to do like these small vacations, bro, do like something like small and not expensive. Like, you don't have to go to Miami for a weekend, bro. You can spend easily 10 grand in a weekend at Miami. Like, if you actually go to the places you really want to go, you want to go to Live, that's a $100 entry. You want to go eat outside of there, that's $300 lunch. You want hookah at the club, it's $150, bro. It's like, bro, you can just go to New Hampshire and go hiking for free. Spend money on gas. Get some hiking boots for like maybe $200 total. And you can have a fantastic time. You can go skiing if you want, like, you can go and just take a drive to New York, and you don't have to buy, you don't have to go shopping. You don't have to do any of that, bro. You literally 9 times out of 10, like, everything there is just cheap. When I went to North Carolina, the drive, yeah, it was kind of expensive, but like the flight there was probably like $1.50 there and back. I went there, bro. The drinks were like $6 or like $3, and everything there was just great. Like, people were so nice, and everything was so nice. When I do go to Miami, I have family in Miami, and it's like, we went out to the sandbar, and I'm pretty sure if you have any friends, like, you get to understand, like, try not to spend so much money. Try not to ball out. Try not to make your vacation just Instagram reels of you just showing off your designer and stuff like that, bro. It's like, at the end of the day, it's your money, and you got to find out the best ROI for that. The best way you can do that is just educating yourself, educating how to make more money, how to become an entrepreneur, how to be better at the field that I'm in, how to make more money in my current job. That's what I think you should be spending your money on, not all these like creature comforts, all like, these nice cars and these nice designer clothes, and spending money on takeout every single day and all that. Spend your money, like, bro, and I'm really bad. Like, I used to be really bad about this, and I gotta say, I'm a lot better now.